Hello guys, today we're going to review the movie The First Slam Dunk directed by Takehiko Inoue, produced by Toei. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when new content comes out. When one reaches a certain age, hindsight becomes very rosy. The past becomes a place of comfort and happiness. For example, for most people reaching middle age, high school starts to be seen as a time of joy and wonder. That's why when old friends see each other again, they end up rehashing stories and having a great time at it. No matter how many times you've told or heard the story, you end up with pure laughter. Watching The First Slam Dunk, the new movie based on the basketball manga and anime by Takehiko Inoue, is like a great high school reunion where old flaws and conflicts are laughed at and the night beams with good-natured ribbing and laughter. And you go home with tears in your eye, knowing that you and your friends had a good thing and those emotions will stay inside a special place in your heart. Directed by Takehiko Inoue and produced by Toei, The First Slam Dunk is the ultimate nostalgia trip for fans of the anime. With more than a decade passing since the end of the anime, the movie reunites us with the characters we all fell in love with slight tweaks. The movie shows us the tragic backstory of Ryota Miyagi involving his dead brother and distraught mother, bookending the inter-high match between Shohoku and the national champion Sannoh. It is a good thing that Inoue also wrote the movie, so the character quirks we fell in love with are still there, from Sakuragi's tomfoolery and Mitsui's getting into the zone even with his stamina issues. Great characterization, which is the trademark of Inoue's writing, is here. We cared for these characters before and will continue to do so with this movie. With Inoue's masterful writing, the characters stop being mere characters but people we will truly feel for and shed tears for. While the focus on Miyagi will inevitably sideline some characters, the writing will only make the fans hunger for more. Here's hoping that Inoue explores the other characters like Sannoh or Sakuragi's Goon Squad in other OVAs, movies, or a new series. The tone of the movie is a little more serious because of the flashbacks, which made the humor something the audience can cherish more because they do not come in an assembly line fashion. This is a redemption story for a lot of the characters, even for Inoue himself, who disappointed so many people by not continuing the anime. But the wide gap between this movie and the end of the anime made the release of this movie more special. It is like the payoff we got when we saw the Avengers assemble against the army of Thanos in Endgame. This movie is certainly worth the wait, and even if we know what will already happen in the game because of the manga, we still cheer and feel excited for every shot. Our shouts and tears are still all heartfelt, like it is the first time we are seeing these things happen. One thing that will strike the viewer is the mix of 2D hand-drawn animation and the 3D CGI in the scenes, especially during the basketball moments. The characters move more smoothly and more naturally as the movie was aided by motion capture technology. This greatly enhanced the basketball scenes as the movement became more fluid and more lifelike. While there are some sequences when the CGI tends to distract those who are familiar with the TV animation style, they are few and far between. The 2D hand-drawn scenes are exquisite in their details and color. Ryota's hometown is vividly drawn with frames worthy of being hung on a museum. With The First Slam Dunk, Inoue once again proves that the Japanese have no peer when it comes to the art of animation, which is no surprise for followers because animation is considered for everyone in Japan and not seen as infantile or for children only. The sound and music of the movie is also commendable as Inoue proves the Japanese mastery of silence. In a lot of scenes, silence is used skillfully to heighten emotions or to provide a contemplative atmosphere, which is also a constant in manga and anime as artists tend to focus on aspects of the setting for mood. The music is an edge-of-your-seat rock composition that perfectly enters in exciting or triumphant scenes. Daizero-kan by 10 feet perfectly captures the badassery and epicness of the story. It is going to be a sure earworm for a lot of anime fans. If there's any flaw in the movie, it could be in the editing. The backstory of Miyagi took up a lot of time. 10 minutes of the movie could be cut out to make the experience tighter for the audience. To sum it up, the movie is worth your money and deserves to be seen in an IMAX theater to get the full experience. It is a long-lost friend who has returned after so many years and gives you the warmest hug you will ever know. Just when you thought that Inoue will all leave us hanging, he lets go of a three-pointer right at the buzzer that is all net and makes us cry with joy. So that's the first Slam Dunk review. This has been Pulas for Tambe Reviews. Thank you for watching. Keep on playing.